Memes. Okay then. Should be up and running. Maybe I should check out my audio quality before we do anything. I think it should probably be fine, right? Yeah, I think so fine. I've actually not had any tech issues for a while, other than my usual unprofessionalness and, low quality. The day had to come that we'd have to play this map. It's gonna be great. Couldn't imagine anything bad coming from this. God, I don't know if any of this actually matters. For them to get resources, they probably lose out on everything anyways. Could be a problem with even assigning some of this. It probably doesn't. It's probably fine. Fucking Catherine's charge. But on crack. And we're playing on butterfly difficulty. What could possibly go wrong? Now, I have investigated this map a little bit. Tried a few of the battles. I haven't really won any battles yet. We're still gonna have to figure out a lot of stuff as we go. Question is if we're even going to be able to pass the first day on this stream. Because there's a lot of things to do, including a battle at the end of the turn. Yeah, a lot of stuff to figure out. Alright, maybe read some things. Greetings to you, player. Catherine Charts, the second episode of the campaign Blade of the Armageddon. The first episode, maybe this information. Hi. All of this information is available highlighted in the area in the dungeon at the following coordinates. Each item in the prison with a hero necessary. If you play without the plugin, you can read everything in. Wait. I don't actually even know what this is supposed to do. Am I supposed to go into the editor or something to get hints? Kind of curious. Each item of prison here will buy necessary information. If you play whatever, you can read everything you need in the map's editor, but if you give the map one thing away, yeah. Sign information. That's the scenario. Yep, all good stuff. Big disclaimer. Careful about playing this map. Potential hell will obey any responsibility. Listen, there is no problem with this map. I don't know why would anyone actually even try to consider there would be a problem, yeah? There's no problem. It's just a normal map about getting spanked repeatedly for hours, days, and not giving in. No, it's not a cancer map. It's the Dungeon Master map. We gotta become the king of the gym. Alright, let's see. Following the initial invasion of... God, that word. Ufol? It's gotta be Ufol. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. You ran into an elite force of Kriegen known as the Fist of Unholy Might. These battle-hardened regiment pushed you back, clear across the borders, and now threaten to push deeper into Erathia. It is here, in the contested land that lie betwixt Erathia and Ufol, where you plan to make a stand. Digging in until reinforcements can arrive is your plan, and quite possibly Erathia's only hope. Should you fail or be defeated, Erathia will forever known emptiness, despair, and suffer an eternity of darkness. May the blessing of the Temple of Light be upon you and those who serve under your command. Yeah, that sounds about right. Fist of Unholy Might is pretty hard. Yeah, that's true. I thought we were supposed to charge, not defend. Alright. This is the thing that I do love, is like, as much as this is, a lot of cancerous autism battles that we're gonna have. There's an effort put into story and whatnot that I would probably never do for this kind of stuff. I just don't have the patience for it. The silence broke with cutting screams. The alarm sentries rushed off their seats to look for a spyglass. The watchers noticed what the hell? The pantolin sizzling around. We need man bean for this. Pandolin sizzling around the neighborhood, huge dragons and incredibly fast phoenixes. As they looked closer, they noticed a rider wearing a green hood. What I missed? What I missed? Shouted the shocked sentinel and turned around to tell his partner, Go to Captain Social Media and tell her the situation. She's probably waiting for an explanation by now. Okay. Read it in a more sensual way, like an erotic poetry. Okay. Okay, I'll try. What happened, Albert? Sorsha asked as the newly arrived sentinel. Captain, not far from the warrior's tomb, I personally found more than a dozens of dragons and several phoenixes led by a wanderer in a light green hood. How? Oh god, let me stop. Let me stop. Okay, let's not try and make this more cancerous. Somehow that managed to work pretty well. Okay. How did they manage to not only cross the border but also be near? Oh god, that word. Pandolin? Pandolin, Sorsha asked indignantly. Captain, we've been receiving daily reports from the borders for now, and nothing like this has been reported. Stand down, Albert. We'll look for the causes later. We must do something about the enemy. The King of Swartz and Catherine herself must be aware of what's happening, but there's no hope to get support from them. The enemy is too close. Apparently it has decided to take 2 nearby points to counter the Queen. How's the circumstances with Cupid? Okay. Time for the most massive map ever made. Well, we'll see about that. Listen, it's gonna be hard. It's going to be hard to beat like Darkman in terms of master system, but it really depends on like what you mean. Because it's probably not that hard to, Darkman isn't because all of the battles are the hardest ever, but it's just a combination of things that made it so ridiculously master system. Especially the first month. Pandolin. Pandolin? It's gonna be Pandolin.
No! Oh,
God.
holy shit!
I feel like we're gonna be hearing that message a lot. Okay. Oh. Why are you so desperate, my dear? Whispered the Wanderer in a sharp female voice. Okay, let's stop with the erotic voice. Who's there? Sorsha asked herself. Didn't your apprentice inform you of our arrival? The rider interrupted her train of thought. Demonic brat. What a filth. Wait, what? What a filth. Demonic brat. This is, by the way, this is translated, from Russian, so there could be spellings or stuff. Like, I don't know how well they translate it, but I mean, it looks alright from now, but yeah. What a filth you say. This is definitely not working well. What a filth you say with your own tongue. Called me Sheeta. I'm not a brat. I'm a knight of hell. Okay. Grammar 0 out of 10. Call me after class. Is your leader that afraid that he pushes his best forces to eliminate? Each day matters, my dear. I'll be happy to see you fight back. You just extend the agony I make. See the last rays of the sun. It's the last sunset of your life, as it is the last night. Hail Lerara. Wait. Hail Lerara, Bauer, Bapatus, Hail Simigina, Velafor. See you soon, Sorsha. Okay then. Stuff. Can't do this, but we'll happy begging to have more than just one. Yeah. Sosha called for the zealots and the monks to discuss further actions. I haven't read this yet. I've only looked at some of the battles and the layouts of the map. Fenric was the head of the zealot and was the head of the monks. During the meeting, opinions split it in half. Burn! Burn in sacred fire! Okay, Fenric explained. She had clearly opened a dimensional gateway. Does she manage to stealthily invade the castle ground? She should be banished back to the pole where she came from. Tidus summarized. Burn it! How do we know what's behind the gateway, Tidus? If we destroy the invader, we can close the door to dimensional with ease, the head of the cell objected. How do you know she'll be limited by your trap? Sosha warned that the demons was far from the symbol. We have no records of the sacred fire working against the Knights of Hell. Demons are demons, even from Bracade, even in the Moldy Danger, she will die in the sacred flames of the ancients. She will die purifying of her filth. Madness! Sosha whispered to herself. Captain, we're wasting the precious time with the debate. The zealots can't be persuaded, so let them do their own thing. We'll try to drive her back and seal the gate. The ultimate decision is up to you, Captain. We still haven't reached a consensus. Sosha concluded with a sigh. What would the Queen do? She would do nothing. Every battle is an essay, true. After the meeting, the zealots hurried towards the sanctuary, and the monks headed towards the rift in space. Sosha was left alone with an unresolved problem. A high risk to weaken Ifaria's defenses. Okay then. Handelen. Defiance. Yeah. So I wonder what we should start with, because I really haven't looked. I've only looked a little bit towards Catherine's pathway, and a little bit of Cuthbert, but I'm so confused as to where we're even not supposed to go with most of this stuff, because there's a lot of things that needs to be interacted with, and I don't know how much time we have, which is always a lovely thing. You don't have certainty of like, oh, am I supposed to pick up like every objects that we come along, or what? Also, a lot of objects are not what they seem. Like, that's a Seer's Hut. Some of them are what they seem, but not all of them are. A lot of them are definitely not what they seem. As I look at only one thing that's different. That's an oasis. Now, the question is, what should we try and get stuck on first? Jake will approve of this. I think he'll approve of it in general. The map definitely looks very handcrafted. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna just go with this one. Look at the difficulty. The map difficulty is butterfly. So much has been hacked into stuff. I think I saw a guy that had like multiple stacks of ballistas as well. Like 5 stacks, 5 different unit slots with ballistas. It's gonna be a lot of weird stuff. Yeah, I really do doubt we're gonna make it through the first day. That's a garrison? Okay then. Wait, why do we see this? Nordenden? We don't have allies, so how are we actually seeing this part over here? That... What the hell? How are we seeing this? Altar fire. Ah! I saw a blue dot, so... I fucking got an altar fire inside of the castle somehow. Okay. Weird. So much to touch on. Maybe we just do Catherine's path first, at least the first battle. Gonna be a little bit hard to figure out. God, Okay, focus. Focus! Which is hard. Katrin has all these books, and the first 10 in front of us is just taking them away. So we literally can't really fuck this up. We have to fight the devil first, because we need the books. Is pretty straightforward in terms of where she's supposed to be going. What's not so straightforward is the battle, which is, actually, shouldn't really be. More reading! Oh dear, I'm gonna get stuck reading through all the time. The Queen's arrival was short-lived, but in a moment the rumbling sound sowed panic around them. Fear struck in the hearts of the peasants. Some of them ran away, some hid in their houses, and others watched Katrin in a daze as the devil formed a flame in front of her. Had I gone the other way? Oh. The Queen was about to draw a sword from its sheath when she felt exhaustion, as if her strength was leaving her. Her eyes began to shimmer, and slowly, surely, her eyes began to darken. The call of the peasants shouting, "Queen!" could barely be heard. In a moment, everything went completely dark, and Katrin fell to the ground unconscious. There was an echo in the deafening darkness. Katrin opened her eyes and saw a man or a woman wearing a half-face mask. Okay. God, I can't read. Where am I? This place is between consciousness and unconsciousness. Katrin, who are you and what are you doing here? I'm Philemon, and I'm doing my duty, namely accompanying you. I don't understand anything. What is going on at all? In reality, you've been poisoned and slowly getting dead, thereby seizing power over all of Arathia. But don't worry, time has stopped running on Enroth for now. Is this some kind of nightmare I've been having right now? Where did you come from? Calm down, Queen. Take these folios of elemental magic and kill the devil. By taking them to yourself in an instant... By taking them to yourself in an instant, you'll awaken and time will continue its course. However, keep in mind that you won't remember anything. Give the watchman the books when the devil is defeated. Philemon gave the necessary and added farewell. Queen awoke with a greedily gulp of air, draw her sword and attack. Okay then. And we died. And Katrin Charge is over. It's over, boys. It never started anywhere. Okay, so this is one of the battles I've taken a look at, and it's interesting. I mean, we have every spell in the game, but obviously we can't spend them, and no amount of like spell casting is actually going to like accumulate in like a straight up thing. So it's pretty obvious that we need to use Firewall. Yeah, I mean, we did take a look at it, of course. Now, I fucking hate Firewall things because I know, you know, this is fucking it's fucking Rise of the Sun King all over again. Because even if I know how it's supposed to be done, I still need to execute it properly. There's some stupid, weird math equations going on based on the distance between, you know, your target and the AI being greedy. Like the AI knows that there's a firewall and it will avoid it, with the exception in which it can reach you a little bit faster. And so, depending on obstacles and, you know, distance between your character is going to determine whether or not it's going to stay in it. Even killing itself in the process, which is hilariously stupid. But, you know, those are the mechanics we work around. This is a very fast unit. And when I was looking at this first, I was like, am I supposed to save, you know, mana? Because he kind of just goes here, and it didn't seem like it mattered where I put myself. He would kind of always move forward. But I did also find a spot where he would stand still and could actually be manipulated. Now, just because I managed to create this doesn't even necessarily mean that it does anything, because he still needs to be left somewhere. Now, we do have a lot of morale, so there's a chance that we just need to get lucky in order to lure him into a spot. And I'm not really sure exactly where that is, but obviously this big puddle here with slow is going to be like the factor. Because, you know, he flies over almost everything here. And so there's gonna just be a distance where he has to like hop between it. And I've seen a few spots here where he does hop between them. And that's gonna be where we're gonna kill him. But I don't really know where that is because I didn't finish this battle. I just took a look at it. So, let's try and figure that out. First things first. We have a little bit of duration that we could maybe take advantage of. Now, if it's morale, then that's just really fucking annoying. Yeah, about that. Having to try and bait out morale, isn't that just the greatest mechanic? Now, I can't remember what the plugin actually does in terms of morale, so that could be a problem as well. If I just don't get lucky, baiting out morale. I don't know how exactly that gets organized, if we just have to get lucky. Because even when the plugin is set to create like RNG, it doesn't always work exactly so. There's some weird twitchiness to how the game will sometimes still do that. Which is great. Who doesn't just love morale baiting? But we could also try this different positioning here, which I don't know how that's gonna work. So if we go up here, what does he do? He just decides there, but that's actually not a good square. Enable original RNG. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have that enabled. Oh, never mind. We don't have that enabled. Maybe it got turned off between the thing, so that could be problematic. Let's see. We're gonna just save. Okay. Let's do that. That's I thought for sure I had that enabled already, but apparently not. Oh, I got morale. Well, that might just do it. Wait. So I just slowed him here. Let's see. Oh, actually, I think I should have. No, this is definitely not right. So he didn't move between the things. There's probably still something missing here. Yeah, resurrect some boys. Let's go there. A bit difference between movement and stuff. Yeah, that's the thing. Alright, so like yeah. Wait. Did we do something wrong here? Weird manipulation. Now he's deciding on that. Maybe I want to be further up to create a distance between it. I thought for sure we already did that, but that might have been the difference between some of the rounds. Bum, 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 bum. Clunk, 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 clunk. Yeah, something like that. It definitely needs to be further to the top. Well, now he went back to that, so I probably went too far on that. Maybe just try and figure out the fucking pathing of that. But the problem is, if I'm not doing it with the firewall, it means nothing. Because it does actually have some deterring effects. Because when I went down here, he decided to go down there. So we have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the difference between that... Like that moved down there, but that's not even good. Not sure if I'm actually at the right spot for this. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we probably need a different spot because he's not... He doesn't have an incentive to actually go down there. The distance is not big enough that he would actually be greedy. So him only moving there once is just because of the one square, but he needs to take more than one hit, obviously. The firewall doesn't do enough damage. It's a free hit to kill. So we probably want somewhere a little bit more lower. Let's see. But towards the middle is kind of always... So how is that actually going to be enough? I would almost think that it should be here. Because this is only like a one jump either way for that to work out. I don't know if this was actually a good spot to be. Slow down here. Goes here. Which doesn't really mean anything. He's still gonna be slow. I think he's gonna go here. But even with this, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can get through here. That doesn't really do anything for me. Necessarily. Like, we get him in here, but then he's just gonna move here. Right? Like, why would he... There's no reason to stay prolonged in the fire here. He's just gonna move... The distance is not great enough. Like, it would be great enough if it's here. But then again, at that spot, he would probably just still just move like one square further. There's no reason to stay in the fire. He goes here. So he wants to go down here for reasons. So 5. So let's say from here. What if he'd be like a little bit further away in terms of me? So for that to be here, which would push him, you know, square forward. Here, you would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to be off. But that's only in relation to, I think, here. Like, I put myself here. Maybe I can find some way for him to stay there. So, like, say he moves here. And gets himself here. Like, 1, 2, 3. And then he moves here. He has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like maybe here. I don't know. Nah, he still just goes for the maximum range. He doesn't have a reason to go inside or outside. And he's always just gonna move like forward through the rocks here. That probably just doesn't matter. Because either way it is just faster to go through that path. Like here is the longest of distance between the obstacles. So it's gotta have something to do with that. Possibly. It goes like that. Then what? Get here. Go down here. Now why wouldn't he just go the full march in this particular case here? It's moved in a direction that actually put him further away, and he still doesn't decide to go into the fire. I'm curious. That's annoying. 4 squares from there. Oops. Wait, why do I not have my hotkeys? You're supposed to have that from the plugin, right? What happened? What has happened to our plugins? Maybe it's because I'm playing it with the launcher. That's a little bit annoying. Also, let's just take the animation speed up as much as possible. How we win it? Win it by getting lucky. Is what we do. But seriously, where are my hotkeys at? Map coordinates? Not sure why. Oh, wait, I have something else on. Clone bar. Where is my fucking things at? I'm a little bit annoyed by that. I'm supposed to have my hotkey somewhere. I'll figure that out later. So we managed to get down here. Now, what does that do? Wait. He didn't move. Why would he not move? Alright, so he did finally move into that, but this still doesn't really change anything. I'm okay, Polycha. How you doing, buddy? At this point, I kind of would almost need another morale. And since he managed to actually outspeed me here, that kind of just doesn't do. You're not telling me we need like 2 morales, do we? That seems a tad bit excessive. So he goes into there. Why is he waiting? So we move here. New round begins. So from here, then what? Because he hasn't moved. Can move in here. Why would this make any difference? God, that went so fast. I didn't even get to see what his movement was. 3 times though. He has to sit in it in 3 times. We cannot take a hit. I don't think so. I don't think we can even take a single hit. No, even with the fence on, we just die. That is not an option. Animation speed might be a little bit too crazy. Fucking Archie bullshit. Worst part is we don't even know if we have the right order of things, you know? This might just not be the right order. It looks almost correct. Like, he goes here. But it's only as he's moving, and he needs to move into it, like, more than once. It's quite a few movements. There's no really... Like, we've done this already a few times, so it's like, what am I even getting here? Like, he's not... If we move up, he's gonna move there. So, we need to figure out, like, what is he actually doing here? Now, he's actually not moving into it. And even if he did, that actually isn't enough. He needs to be hit, like... He almost needs to wait in the fire before he moves to take more damage. Which requires a little bit more manipulation. Like to... Yeah, I think he's not supposed to get to that spot, actually. Wait, did I just default on? Yeah, I think he absolutely needs to wait. Wait, what am I doing? Not that, that's for sure. Stupid onboard. I like my other idea better. So let's think about this for a second. So, he's gonna come to us, I think, because we're here. He's gonna go there. But ideally, it would have been up there, because like now he's closer. What direction here makes any sense? If I don't move, which almost gives the implication that I need like more movement. But the problem is, I went here. He's not waiting in the fire. The distance is almost equal in all directions for him to be going. It almost seems like this is not the spot he should be hit in. He should be hit here to have more distance between some of the things. Because I think even if I get morale, he's just gonna jump out of it. He has no reason to not do that. And here again, the distance is so great. If I go up here, he's going to go up. He's not gonna... He has no reason to go up there. Like, the distance is still a single jump between all of those destinations, I think. Yeah, he's not gonna wait in that. I think the spot needs to be different. No, we cannot live with defense. There's no way. Okay, let's see. Bum, 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 bum. So he comes here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And from here we have... There's obviously like more distance between some of these locations here. But not by a lot. So why would he ever... He goes up there. Let's test this out a little bit more. Yeah, we tried the defense. One, two, three, four. A little bit further down. I mean, he has no reason to go into the fire there. I mean, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. He still goes there. It needs to be further down. There's just no reason. Well, let's take a look at this. So, you know, Traversa 1. So, So let's look at this. There's definitely, if I were to pin him here, he would probably look to sit there. But the distance between here is, it's just not palatable. Like, we have to have like a spot where it makes sense for him to land there. So let's take a look at this. So from here, like yeah, this is the only spot that leads like right there. So what exactly would he be able to hit? Like this spot right here is actually problematic. Like he shouldn't be here because that creates the direction for him to just pin in here. So we want to be... You might want to try and see if we can get him up and down a little bit to incentivize him to land on this square here. Because it might just not be possible to get him to run that way. If he goes here, he has like 1, 2. Let's see. He goes here, he has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this can always be accessed. There's no reason for him to pick the below spot. Like, is there? Like, because he can hit both those there, so why wouldn't he go there? So, but here's the problem. He goes there, and that's predictable. Wait, hold on a minute. I was going up there for a bit. Maybe I go for a wrong one. Let's see here. Now it might actually be possible to get him to go in there. But he's choosing not to. Yeah, you missed nothing. Hello, Jacob. He should actually be greedy enough to go into there, but he's not, so why would he... Oh, right, because he actually can't reach from that distance. Because I managed to pull him along the square more, so I actually have to get one further back. So we go here. But he still was able to hit there. In fact, he can hit all the way up here. That still fucks it up. So from here to there. If he goes here, where up here? Where would be uniquely? Like 5 here. 2, 3, 4, 5. So he can hit there, but from here he can still hit all of those squares. So from here, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's a bad one. It's so awkward to calculate. Okay. Would it be able to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This doesn't look right. Like this square here alone doesn't actually square. Trying to win this penalty. So, why is he not landing on that? Is the agonizing problem. Like he's landed on it once, and then he's not gonna really do anything about it. The problem is this doesn't actually create more distance between anything. Unless I were to have something else. It doesn't make any sense. He's not gonna land on that. Unless I were to put it in a different spot. So many variables to where it could be, but I still feel like it's gotta be right here. Like he can reach that anyways. There's no... It doesn't change. It doesn't change at all, like where he's going. He's not gonna move. Can we actually get him to... I hate this. Still think the spot is somehow wrong. Because they're so entrenched. What if we that way we create the situation where he could be greedy. Can we take advantage of that somehow? Hmm. Ugh. Hmm. Thing is, though, I think he's just gonna go backwards on that. I think we tried this already, but I was wondering if he was going to be greedy enough. Oh, he actually did go into it. But now the problem becomes, why would he go any other direction right now? Like, he went into it, despite better judgment, but like, he's gonna move, he's gonna want to move forward. So why wouldn't he just do that? Nah, he just goes and kills anyway. Hmm. Hmm. It's the Hugging the War. You can get him to hit once, but he needs to wait and then move. Which I think it requires at least 2 morals to do this. Which is an, you know, lovely awful way of setting up a battle. But the top part, it's gotta be that. He's gotta want to hug the wall. So how do we get him to move that way? There's not a clear... Because these directions are the way they are, it's not a clear circumference for that. What if he gets morale? I doubt that's gonna be any benefit to us. If he's the one who gets morale. Why did he get morale again? It's not supposed to be seated. Wait, how much morale? Never mind. Okay, let's see. Needs a greater distance. Okay, defense dancing doesn't actually have anything. No, that I think that's a red herring, but clearly something. I gotta figure out the right starting point. Wait. Barely wants to change his direction at all. Only when I go to the very top does he change anything about his direction. Wait, that still creates that little block. Oh. I want to get that one. be some red herrings happening here. He's not moving, which is not doing me any good. Now he didn't even want to... Oh, it has to be down in the corner completely? Or did I forget? Oh. I might need to start finding my notepad back up again. Oh, this time he just moved here. Wait, what? Right, because of that. Where's the variations? Oh, it's because I'm creating that opening again and I'm not supposed to have that. Guess if we do this, he has no openings whatsoever. We can go like this. Did I square off? God, it's so finicky. So he goes in here. And he's just able to move. But that still leaves a lot to be desired. Because of the waiting that he does when he goes into it, we don't create another waiting. He needs to take 2 hits. Ah, I hate firewall tricks. I hate them. I hate them. Should have practiced this some more. Can't do this one then. Oh, I'm certain someone has already done the battle. Okay, let's see. Like this is the spot right there, but needs to be an alteration between it. It still feels wrong. Something here feels wrong. There's not gonna be a difference between those goddamn things. How do we get them to be on the outliers on it? I really wish this didn't have any fucking morale to do with it, because there's just so many simulations to I need a way to save in-game, is what I need. He keeps going on the middle one, and the middle one seems wrong. It feels wrong. It might not be wrong, but it feels wrong. But there is not seemingly a way to stop that. It's like, we go down here. I mean, of course you have to make him step twice. What do you mean? Of course. Like, of course he needs to step twice. I already figured that one out. Because DPS-wise, it just doesn't... The firewall doesn't hold up enough. Like, that's only 2 ticks. So you need him to land on one and likely wait in it, take damage, and then move. So, like, 3 ticks. So yeah, he gets here, he moves into that. Now, what possible reason could he have for doing, like, anything but that? Like, he moves here. What reason does he have for waiting to do something? Like, he would have to wait next turn. But wait, doesn't the... We have a turn right now, and so he needs to wait. I need to get morale here, possibly. Right? Or did he just not move out of it? I'm curious, is it just that? And no, didn't we get morale on that once? Oh, you can just get morale and then you just die. Like, we go here to here. Like, he's not gonna want to... Like, we have the same speed. Wait, does it, do we? Wait. was he able to do that the other time? I'm confused. Maybe I just did something weird. No, he didn't wait. So we go here. And then what? We go here? He just moves. Like, he doesn't... He doesn't even... That almost... Something's wrong. I went over here before and that didn't actually help us at all, so... Why would he move into it instead of just moving forward? Again, feel like... We need to at least deduce out if that angle is working or not, before I just start looking for alternative ways. So we go here. And we get him to sit on the thing here, and then we move here, and then what? What reason does he have for not just moving forward? Is the problem, because from here it's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has no reason to move down an inch. Like, right? He just goes there, so it still fundamentally goes on the other angle. Which, there isn't really a way to seemingly do that. Because he's not gonna want... Like, this angle can hit almost anything here, because it goes backwards and actually gets more squares. Why would he ever land here? Specifically. There's no reason for him to be on that square. Yeah, it does need free hits in the firewall. But the thing is, he's supposed to be able to wait and take damage. If you wait in the firewall, you are supposed to take damage. At least that's how it's supposed to work. So I don't think he needs to dance in it 3 times. I mean, he can't. It is impossible to get him to actually dance in it in 3 times, because that would require him to get morale. It only lasts for 2 turns, so the rating absolutely has to be a mechanic of the battle, or it just doesn't make any sense. Problem is, when he gets to this angle, he can reach anywhere on the map within a single turn, and he has no reason to be greedy. So that just doesn't work, fundamentally. Maybe it doesn't have to make sense, like his movement. We may just have to try and just figure out. Why would he go that way? Hmm. Um, should have spent more time on this battle, preparing. Oh, Chloe's sleeping. I'm getting distracted. Further on. Come on. Wait, why? Too far? So it needs to be... God, I need the fucking sideline coordinate things. I think I have the wrong thing. Oh, I don't need the solution. Listen, anyone who fucking tries to leak any solution, you'll be fucking banned. And I don't even ban anyone. We need... Wait. Shit. I lost the coordinate again. It needs to be further out from the middle. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like I'm pretty close to the solution anyhow. I wish I had some of the usual plugins that I have. Wait, why is he doing that now? He's doing that weird thing. So, that actually, God damn it. Why is the plugins actually this way? Do I have like an outdated fucking plugin or something? I'm so confused about this. Usually, you know, we have the hotkeys and whatnot. And I'm really confused as to why we don't have that. So... So yeah, we finally have him here, which is where we want him to be. Now he didn't wait, which is the problem, and I probably need to get morale again. Like, he can reach us from any destination here, but he cannot... He didn't wait. I mean, I don't think the waiting here matters. He can reach us here. So, from this point, he like needs to wait and take damage. Possibly? Wait, why would he wait? That would almost depend on morale again. So from this distance here, you can get here. 2, 3, 4, 5. He can reach. This still doesn't seem quite right. Like from this spot here alone, something is missing. And I don't know what. Maybe... that seemed kind of true. Like we got here. Why would he move downwards? It's kind of... I don't know what the difference is between why he waits on one point and waits another. Like we got him the 3 point, but he's not... How do we get him to wait? Need to get this sooner. Stupid morale baiting. And I have to get it twice? Like, we do have good morale, but that's still... That's a lot. Oh, I didn't slow. Oops. Like, we got him the right step, so... Feel like we're close to something, but I might still be missing a key point here. which is gonna be like a little tricky. Let's think here for a second. He would wait, which doesn't make any sense. Oh, is it because we got morale? Yeah, I think it's because of the morale thing. So yeah. So now he actually went into here. So we can't get morale in the second step. That's the problem, because then we have an interference on who gets to move first. But then, like, he's here now. Now what? Like, what is he gonna do? What is the, I wish I could save, like, right here. He's just gonna move forward, isn't he? Like, maybe he's gonna move down there? I'm not sure I understand this part right here, and it's really annoying that you have to fish for RNG just to get to this step, to be able to test out, you know, your thing. We did this already. We went down here, but he just went straight for the attack. Straight for the juggler. He's not gonna be able to get anywhere is the problem. Like, it's almost as if we do need morale. But even from this spot, he's just gonna go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, yeah, he's gonna be able to reach immediately. Why would he go in here? It still feels off. Like, something here is not quite right. He needs to be further up, perhaps. But is it even possible to get him further up to create like a more squared deficit on that? So like we found this spot right here. Could we create another spot like it? So you would have a reason to go into even more. Like, say we managed to get him to go up here to this spot, then what? Yeah, so we found the outline of this. Then he would want to go up here to attack, which is the nearest, which means he would end. The end here, he would still be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He would still be further. He would not be further enough away. Like, we would have to create even more distance. Like, the distance is still not enough. So, this right here. What about, like, going all the way up here? Can you please not get morale, sir? Two, three, four, 5. 2, 3, 4. So from here. So 3 from there. But that seems to be getting like pretty far away from the actual obstacle we're supposed to getting to. That seems a little bit weird. Then again, it could be a giant red herring, so about that. We need to get morale in the first round, otherwise it doesn't do. But we can still outline it. How's it going? It's going fine. It's just a little bit annoying with RNG. I thought LC hated RNG battle curious that he would choose the format for this, like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right there. 2, 3. Oh god, I already... Under the rock right there. So he goes like this. Considering it's not true RNG, you can always get morale if you do the same thing. Well, that depends on what kind of metric we're putting on. We could potentially just have like turn off the RNG. Oh, is that actually a way to save the RNG once you're in a spot? I wonder if we could do that actually. There might be a way to manipulate that so we get morale like every time. We should try that once we get the next morale. So now he gets here. And he's taking damage. Then what? Then we would want to move like down a bit, but from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he can reach. So we would need to get morale here, which doesn't really do us any good. And we probably still need morale in the second phase, wouldn't we? Let's actually just test out that theory about manipulation. That's actually a little bit curious. One further? Apparently that theory doesn't work, it changes between it. How annoying. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he goes into here, which is great and all, but we need to get further away, which requires morale, which we don't have. It actually seems like I don't need morale on the first, but on the second. At least in this format right here. So, wait, yeah? Under the stone. Well, it doesn't help if he gets morale. It certainly does not. Uh-huh. Under the rocks. But I need morale. Oh, stupid morale. Stupid morale. Be easier to get it in... Oh, I went too far. Is that actually the right spot to go down there? Well, I just need to have a little bit more movement. The problem is like right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he can just reach us. We need morale like right there to create a different spot. We can't move from there. What if we get morale in the second round? I mean, it just needs to be somewhere. Second or the first. I mean, just at some point would be nice. Would be very nice. This is problematic because it's in the wrong turn. So it doesn't actually do anything. We can't move from the square. Like, we need it in the Preemptive. Hmm. Wait. Still doesn't do us anything. Oh, come on! The worst part is I don't even know if it's the solution, but we literally can't test it out, you know, without getting lucky. Someone who understands the math around this stuff wouldn't have to guess nearly as much. This doesn't do anything. Like, why? This feels off, is the problem. Like, don't I just need morale in the first turn? Is that what I need? Trying to get in the second actually just makes the whole thing, like, more prolonged. Okay, so... it feels off, is the problem. Something here doesn't feel right. But I just like to fucking test it out. Okay. I finally managed to actually roll one. Alright, so we got him here. Now what? Like, now we move additional morale? Curious. Okay, so why would he not just go for, like, the food? Why would he not go for the full move? Is the question. Like, the AI is greedy, but why would he not just do that? So, like, from here to here. Probably any distance here would not make any sense. It probably would have to be here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like here. Like, this is what makes sense to me. But he just moves anyways. I mean, he could go in any other direction here. This doesn't seem right. Fuck, I hate these battles. Because I know what is supposed to be done, but the execution is so finicky. And then we're actually dealing with RNG to try and figure it out. Maybe we should try something else. It doesn't seem quite right. It just doesn't seem quite right. Like, he goes here, but there's no obstacle pathing here. Even if I were to get down here, like, what's actually going to happen here? And again, I barely even understand the AI's thought process at all. So, if it can go any other direction, oh, that's the thing. It has to be that that's the only thing it can do. I'm forgetting the fundamentals here. It can't have other choices. So when it comes to, like, the choice of moving into that, it has to have no other choices in order to make that one square possible. Which is probably why this whole direction of where we're going is wrong, because he's... oh, I moved there. So he's gonna be here. So if you have this 5 squares from here. But the thing is, like, he can literally, you know, from here to here. He has to have the reason to actually go in there, as there's like no other way. So like from here, that's why it's gotta be here, because there's like no in between. Yeah, I think we managed to get stuck up on a red herring about where we're supposed to go. Problem is, this still doesn't really change about where he's supposed to go, because I still have to get him into this spot at the top in order to do that. And then the distance between there still becomes the same problem of like, why would he choose that? Like, I really don't get it. I need a fucking drawing board for this. Wait. Did I go to the right spot? Oh, I went to the wrong one. Three, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's... There was more unique spots up here. There was more unique spots up here to create the passage for him to go there. But I need to think about this, because maybe it's like... Maybe we don't even want that. Because from here, it's still the same problem. Why would he land there? He has no reason to go, because the distance is the same in between all of this, more or less. So confused about that. That spot. Wait, does this spot even create like anything here? It's like, so from here we have like what? He can still jump. Wait, let's just get him at that spot again, because there was some interesting stuff that happened when he was just... Wait. Probably doesn't create anything here. It's the 4. It's the 4. Okay, so he goes here. Same old, same old. But he's still within range to all of this, so... This is just back to where we were before, which doesn't work. Because he's still... he gets centered that... Like, the only way that can potentially block him is if he's, like, sitting there, but he has no reason to sit there. So, what the fuck even is this? The closest to having something was, like, further up here, but the distance isn't enough. No, I don't think getting morale matters. He's just gonna... There's not a distance that's long... Unless this is something I don't understand here, because, like, he has no reason to jump in the fire from anywhere here. Anywhere he can go here, he can just jump. Like, if we run down here, like, he's gonna jump here. Why would he jump into the fire? He can reach from any distance from here. That there is no location that he cannot get in the 2 jump. Like, it made more sense for him to be further up to actually have, like, the square difference between it. But the only way for that for me to make sense is if he's somehow, like, wading in it. But even then, it's still 2 hits he has to move, and he has no reason to stay. He needs to wait and move in the same turn, or it doesn't do anything. So, like, we have the thing here. He's moved here, but he's not going to be moving further. There's no reason for him to do anything but that. Like, we go down here, and then, like, yeah, he just moves to attack. He needs to move one without staying. Logically, it just doesn't make any sense for me, is the thing. But maybe I'm overthinking it, I don't know. But we managed to get here with the weight. Then what? Maybe we actually need to get the... Maybe we need to get the... We might actually want to get the wrong type of morale, so that when we wait after the morale, he also waits and takes additional damage. But that still creates the same problem, doesn't it? So... Wait, I'm confused. Why? So we cast that. Cast Firewall. Okay, so he took damage. We're now here. God, I don't even have the lineup of something wrong with my plugin for this, that's for sure. Let's see. Like, we need morale to get him to stay. So it is 2 morale. That's dumb. Go here, and then we... Morale. Wait, no, I went to the wrong... Right. God damn it. I should get 2 stuck on the same battle. Maybe we need to just try some other things. I mean, it's probably going down to just those little movement between the thing. Hey, Trionyx, how you doing? It's the... Where was it? I think it was here, right? Yeah, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Between the square. God, really annoyed about my plugins not being here. Okay, so we go here. And then we basically get him to move here. And then I think what we want is... we want to be moving out of range. But we want morale. So he's waiting in the thing. So Just like moving over here, but we can't. He's already moved. Hey Hexamaris, how you doing? He's already moved, so that doesn't really do us anything. So like we need to basically get through this round and then like get morale for him to wait. What does this actually do though? Actually, I can probably see how that's gonna work. Because that just means we need to be able to move, Oh yeah, I mean, listen. Yeah, yeah, I mean, basically, you need... Yeah, I mean, we already... Here's the thing! I've known the solution to this battle since I went into it, and I still haven't been able to execute it. Like, we have to get him to not only, like, hit for one turn, but then he has to wait in the firewall, take damage, and move into an additional one. But getting the conditionings, like, right for that to happen is obviously the tricky part. Okay, let's see. So likely, you know, we move him here. So like we gotta Morales in here, and then yeah, he's gonna get here. Then we wanna run into a spot, get morale, wait, and then just be able to get out of his hit. And I don't know why. I didn't see this sooner. I was looking in all the wrong directions. Because I was thinking there was some other magical direction, but it's actually perhaps even more simpler than I thought. Well, it's never been simple, but it's simpler. It's not as convoluted as I thought. It's actually just worse. Alright, so we get here. And so he goes here. It doesn't actually matter that he does that. But it's right here that we need to be in a spot. So we have 8. He can't reach out of there. But wait, why would he still move into there if there's not a reason for him to do that? Actually, I may still be needing part of the puzzle. Might still be missing here. I think that's why I didn't even pursue it in that direction. It's because it's still missing something. Okay, let's... I hate firewall puzzles, man. So, like, we get here. So, yeah, he hits. And then, like, we move. We move down. Wait for, the thing. Like, he waits and it takes an additional... Then he needs another one. But the problem is, he can still get down here. He's never going to sit in it. Yeah, he'll wait, but that's a response to... The thing is, it's not that he's out of range that's going to make him wait. It is the fact that he has speed priority, which comes from us having morale, which actually gives you a, less... initiative on waiting. But the problem is that's not enough. It's not enough to just do it in that round. You need something more. And I don't really know what that is right now. So, at this point... Oh wait, I put myself in the wrong spot. It might still be that the placement of the firewall is off. Well, I'm not sure though. We get here. Wait, doesn't matter. So we get here. I kind of still want to just test that out. I mean, it's one of the first fights. That's a bunch of fights. This is just like the bane of my fucking existence, is this kind of battle. I'm sure there's other battles that I'm gonna have an easier time with than this. Like, I'm not even kidding. Maybe we should take a look at a different battle. Because I feel like we've already solved this, and I just need to get the finesse down. And I don't know if I should bore everyone with just keep doing this. Hmm. 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 God, I wish I didn't have to deal with morale. Hmm. Oh, nice. That's what we needed. Um. Wait. Why am I sitting here? Oh, whoops. I did that wrong. Whoops. Wait. Okay, I'll give this one more attempt, just for real. And then we're moving on to something else. Wait, am I doing this right? I think. God, I keep getting the fucking squares wrong. It's just 4 from the square. God damn it. Alright. Here. And then from here, we need like a morale. Like this. Wait, he didn't wait! He didn't rate despite that inference. Ay. Ay, 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 ay. I still have to dabble. I need some fucking plugins for this. Like, I need a way... I need a way to just have, the sticky notes on my monitor. I'm definitely gonna be having that. I need some fucking plugins for this map. So that I don't have to fish through all the RNGs, because that's gonna drive me insane. Alright. We're gonna skip this battle for now. Because this is not the true run yet. Because I'm probably gonna be making other mistakes. I will probably finish this battle next time. We might just redo the whole map. Let's just try and look at some other battles before I start losing my mind. Proof of concept. Now, oh, wait, I'm supposed to read. I'm supposed to read some stuff. I seriously need some better plugins or something. So I can, like, create more stable for retrying stuff. I'll look into that later. Yeah, wait, read everything in the underground? No, I don't know where any of that is. Oh, wait, is it this? I guess there's something here you're supposed to be reading. I might have to read that in editor. I didn't know what any of this was supposed to mean. Well, we'll get to that. Bum bum bum. I don't usually... Are those not just supposed to be hints, or is that legitimately something you need to play the map? I have no idea. Anyways. No effect. Okay. Biographies. I guess we could look at that. But won't... I don't have the plugins for that. Then I would just be looking at the... Well, there was some information there. Just use alt right click. Oh! Our rules. Oh god. Let's see. Canonically walk through rules. Following may be ignored by... Wait. Followings may be ignored by the player, however, if the player between the girl getting... Oh, jeez. It's forbidden to use non-original random, including manipulation at random RNG by viewing animation. Checkboxes. Okay. Forbidden to copy army out using the hero fusion bug. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Forbidden to add artifacts to start. Wait. by bugging starting artifacts. Yeah, no, you're not. If you extend the update by when deadline post. Okay. Quick belt bandit, which allow you to turn it into an obstacle by using. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, all this stuff. Yeah, should be disabled. The use of go is prohibited. Okay, I see. Champions? No, none. There's no champions. Disclaimer. Except for professional fantasy. Yeah, we're always going to be thinking clearly. Donators. Who cares about that? Information. Any adult code incompatible. Any ending of the map will still unstable if you're calling Salem correctly. With HD mod without a plugin, the AI behaviors. Okay, if you select the game with HD mode without a plugin, the AI behavior settings will be selected not based on a we can play randomly, which will lead to unknown countries stop the game enable or without HD mod. Okay. One person may have outcome to fighting and stacks if you're looking at straight shooting. Okay. Interesting. Specials. Puzzle map, The Last Crusade. Great fucking map. Denro? I feel like I recognize that name. That Wolfenstein. Oh my god, that fucking guy. Cool. Why do I know so many of these people? Alright, cool. Information. All the good stuff. Wait, but my was the version posted is. Wait. Is one bad. Which one? Are you talking about the plugin or are you talking about the map? Because I downloaded the one you had. God, probably something wrong with my plugin. Been acting up weirdly. But that's for another time. Today is just an intro to this map. And we'll fix whatever things are missing next time, hopefully. So, I believe on Catherine's turn right here, there isn't actually that much more to do. There's some weird things happening here. Like, we can go up here, which is curious. As Catherine got closer to the fountain, she noticed a demonic figure standing in the middle of the clearing. The medium-sized petrified statue showed no signs of life, but the stone sand was slowly falling from it. At some point, a cracking sound was heard on the petrified demon's head, and it exposed part of its demonic horn. The statue will crumple completely this night, and its occupants will break free. So, we can go up here and see this guy. The problem is that if we go this route, we actually get less movement. Now, I'm still not entirely sure everything we need to do, but I do know that... Oh, actually, I can still get that now. Huh. I wonder if I did something wrong last time. Did it have anything to do with that? I guess the biggest difference is whether or not I can pick up the rocks, and I think that... God, why are my saves being organized weirdly? I'm pretty sure if I... Oh, I probably didn't even pick this one up, to be honest. If we just go like this, we actually can get all the way up here. This leaves us with no movement, so in case we needed that fountain, I don't know if we need any of the other resources. Not the plugin. Oh, so you didn't... Yeah, this is 1.35. But you posted it like only... Was it today or was it yesterday? Why is there a big difference between that? Ah, who cares? I'll probably redo it anyways. No worries about that. So we managed to get here, which doesn't really tell us anything. I actually think I know how to deal with burners already. Because that was one of the ones I was looking at. But fuck the fucking firewall thing. But let's try and take a look at some of the other guys that are around. Let's see. Is there any wood we need to pick up? Like Catherine. I didn't even read the dialogue on the garrison. I can buy the guardhouse. I have no clue how we're supposed to be playing any of this. There's a lot of things we could potentially be buying. Let's see. I'm pretty sure... Gonna have like a lot of oases here. We're not gonna be able to go to the monastery. Probably gonna go in like a circle between all of these things and fight the champions here. Probably already there. Like we need to go to there. I don't really know the route here. But then again, if we go in a circle like this, probably not gonna be that much go wrong necessarily. Let's see. Posted a while ago? Well, I mean, you sent me the English one, so I assume that was the newest one. But doesn't matter. We'll get into that one next time. I don't know what kind of differences you may have made though. Oh, I went back to this. Like probably a bunch of things here that are decoys, one way or the other. Alright. Let's just try a little bit of stuff. And try and figure out an order to things. Like, I don't think we're supposed to go this way. Like, we need to get to the arena and get that. So... Fountain? I'm gonna just assume that we're gonna be picking up most of these things on the way. Until I know otherwise. Let's see. A breeze blows on Colbert, trying to heal his wound, while the peasants in the field continue to pretend not to notice him, as if the cleric did not exist at all. It wasn't Cuthbert's errand for Karen's Iron Fist, it was the first for redemption. Unreal redemption, his oath to serve Erathia and a chance to heal his wound, ironically came together, and the cleric and his small band set out to fulfill the Queen's order. To take Entenstahl from the lands of the demons. In the letter, the Queen specified that the task must be completed no later than 4 days. 1.5 on reading. Okay, so at least we know that this is the direction we should go on. And we can figure out about counting steps later. Let's see. Walking past the university, Cooper met a monk coming out of the building. The monk greeted him, shook his hand, and inquired about the travel's future plan. During the conversation, the monk added, "Pay attention to the northern city of Nordenden. Even though it's beyond our field of visions, we are somehow able to see it. This is really true. Is he present in Erathia?" "Yes, and this city needs your help, Cooper. Do we know each other? I don't really remember you. In this city, you'll meet a fire element of inner level. Don't try to cast your spell on it, or you won't be able to bypass its aura. Just like if you tried to defeat him with a sword." Interesting. What are you saying, Mike? I'm not going there. You have no choice, cleric. Nordenden must be dispelled from the evil spirit of fire, otherwise Erathia will face defeat. Please get out of the way. I have direct order of Queen Self, fulfill her order, cleric, and then write to Nordenden. Wait. Fulfill her order, cleric, and then write to Nordenden. Remember that Frienda cannot be defeated with sword and magic. It's leaving no trace. Cooper lost heart greatly and did not understand when it comes to real hallucination. One thing for sure is Castle of Strange architecture could be seen at a distance, by the fact you can view it in detail. Nordenden. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that clue later to see what happens. But next time I had a joke a year ago went off in Discord. Oh god. Okay, so stuff here. Do we know? I know for a fact that we need to get ballistic somehow, but I don't know how we're gonna get it. We now also have bad morale, which is horrible. How much do we need to get here? This is really... Maybe we need to finish Sorcia's pathway? I don't know. It's actually not even moving. What the hell? Oh, I'm winning the scenario. Does Sorcia even get any resources around here? Possibly? Maybe I need to finish Sorcia's pathway because I can't really tell if we need to... God, why are the saves so scuffed right now? I don't know if I'm supposed to be getting more gold, because obviously he cannot get everything from the university. Then again, he might not even need to. But I know for a fact that we're going to get a first aid tent down there, so we probably need to pick up on that. Maybe we try this path right here first. Have a pretty skilled hero. Our class for some reason. The other. Probably. I have a lot of speed items. That is interesting. Bunch of spells. And a god house. Where the hell are we supposed to build that god house, if anywhere? Jesus. Too many variables. Okay, we got no aces there, so that's a no-brainer. Okay, 4 green-robed archers with large bows behind their backs came out to meet Sorcia's squad. They introduced themselves as the Force Shadow and told of their leader... My god, I can't read today. And told of their leader's Gil's order to come to the borderlands of Erathia. In the course of the dialogue, one of the snipers told about the Hell Knight he had seen and added, "This thing will not be taken out... This thing will not be taken so easily. We've watched the Zealots actively building magical barriers, and amongst placing bait to lure it into the portal. In our opinion, it is all to no avail." What about the other way around? So she wanted. We don't know either, my lady. If Patfarlin falls, so do we. Our desperate quartet. Her death is in our interest too. Perhaps the monks will still be able to drive her back. I haven't the faintest idea how to get rid of her anyways. There's no point in staying here. Come quickly. The monks will aid. What is... Wait, what? What is happening here? Okay, okay, handed out a vial of magic pound. It's case for it wasn't needed, so here you go. The unbelievable sink is moving forward. Scout reports that an enemy of unbelievable sink is moving towards us. There's also green dragons hanging around the fountain. A nearby town has been attacked by Phoenix. Curious. Why is the safes being so scuffed? 7. I remember taking a look at this battle right here, but this doesn't make any sense to me. We have some phoenixes here doing who knows what. Learned something. Captain, trust us and stand in this place. Once the enemy will approach you, the movement burned by this trap. I assure that there is simply no chance of us surviving. The cost of me is too great. Oh, so something... Okay, there probably is a trap here. Then again, there's a bunch of things to interact with. Is there any way that we can actually win over those dragons? Oh god, again. Something about this is not quite right. Well, I'll figure that out. Go here. That almost seems to give the implication that we would be fighting these dragons. Problem is, I don't really see how we would go about that. I had some ideas about this, but there isn't really a way to hide our units or to stack around them. I even tried considering some morale things and like removing obstacles. Oh, apparently it didn't like what I was just trying to do there. I have no idea who's supposed to win this battle. This doesn't seem quite right. There's not nearly enough unity here to really make sense of anything. I don't know about that. What I do know is that going for the Oasis gives a quite large amount of movement.
Come to Daddy.
Oh my god, that was so loud. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Let's see. Trying to escape the squeaky voice broke the sentence. Preparing to send you back to hell. Spice Source is brave and go to morale was broken. Supplies. That's quite some surprise. Basic earth magic and gold. That gives us more gold that we kind of need. What now? We have an outrageous amount of movement now. I don't really know what the hell to make of that. Why does it keep defaulting back to more? This is illogical. Why, it's arbitrarily just going to that. Okay, whatever. I don't like not fighting those dragons, but I don't get it. I really don't. It doesn't seem to be common. Okay. This also looks unreasonably tough. What in the world would we be doing here? We're not quite in a spot to be just outright killing them. There's definitely some maneuvering. Okay then. This looks interesting. Like, Sorcerer's a pretty strong hero, but she doesn't really have anything good. Again? God, I swear my saves are so fucked up. Are we supposed to fight that? And if so, how would we go about that? They're gonna get here in 2 turns, like, no matter what. Morale might do us a little bit, but...
No, 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 no! Holy shit!
Even with morale, that's not enough. It's not even close to being enough. Okay then. There's no outrunning, Dan. I'm missing something. All of this just seems really fucking weird. Are we supposed to pick this up? Wait, we... Not all that stuff there. Did I receive more... less between some of the things here when I went here? No, that's the same thing. Need to beat at least one battle on this stream. I mean, I could do that, maybe. So, what's the point of these little corners here? Why is that corner there? Am I supposed to run there? You know, I could have done a lot more, like, preparation before going into this, but I didn't want to just have, like, you know, outline everything before going in. We had to be a little bit of, like, confused. So, we still have, like, an extensive amount of movement going into this. So, I'm kind of just curious, like, what are we supposed to spend our time on? Then 4 days. Defeat Phoenixes. Where? Over here? How are we supposed to get there? Okay, what is here? Banishment. Hide in the sanctuary? Wait. Only let Sheeta pass? But there was also a sanctuary over here. So, which one is it? This lies. It's lying to us. Let's just try some of this. Let's just see. So, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's just do that. So he dies to that, but that means that Sheeta doesn't get out through that portal, which also means that we're probably not going to be able to do anything. So we went here, which that probably just means that we get soft locked. Like the trap works, like, but we didn't open that one up. We need to examine this better. So we have multiple things here. So I don't know what the point of that there is. Like, we can open this. I think if we open too many of these gates, it's gonna lead to a variety of things. That's not good. Oh shit, I'm not supposed to see all of this movement. Oops. He just takes the Pandora's box. We died. That's obviously not supposed to happen. So we probably... Oh, hello. Without the trap, holy crap, all the movement. I'm sorry. I should have not had that thing on. But it's going so fast anyways, who cares? We lost. So many spoilers. Who cares? Okay, let's think about this again. So, is there choices here? I guess if you went into that, it could actually be there is choices, but if we move this one open, we cannot go there. He would go there directly, but then we'd be able to do that. So what about the portal here? So, wait. These are the Phoenix. So we go into here, then he probably picks up the Pandora's box, which we don't want. He does go through that thing, which does something? Question mark? Let's just have that go away. Blah blah blah. So we can't get through that portal, and we also don't really know where that goes and what that does. Okay, so we can get through here next. Although I didn't get to see what's through that, and I have no idea how we find it. Interesting. Very interesting. So we could get that hero to die to an event. But then she doesn't go through the portal, which is probably not good for us. How do we win over these demons here, though? I don't know. Social sides seem... Oh, that's nice. A lot of bad morale. Something tells me I'm probably not supposed to pick that up. But something between here also seems weird. Maybe we are supposed to fight those dragons and win somehow, but I don't really know how that's supposed to be done. How curious. Be right back 1 second. How could we possibly... I mean, it could be like a domino effect of certain things playing out. But we're not getting more units. There's some training grounds up there. Kept by Orange. Like, if we could win this battle, what does this then look like? Oh, So, like, somehow managed to do this. I have to find some more fucking cavalries, which is great. Let's say we did this and we managed to. I can't find anyone more because it's gonna control. Okay. So we basically get a whole lot of calories. So that does kind of give up an implication that I need to be able to win this battle. Because with that kind of numbers, I could absolutely see myself doing it. Where do you get the English version? I think it's on my Discord. LC has published it. Maybe it's updated it on forum or whatever already. So she's gonna move out, but with these kind of numbers, but we need more movement is the thing. But we can actually win this battle with these kind of numbers. So that is definitely giving me some information here that we need to win. We need to win that battle. But we're missing something crucial, and it might have something to do with the dragons, because double stepping on the Oasis would also give us like extensive amounts of movement, which we would want. Now, how in the world would we go about those dragons? All those phoenixes. You know, we could actually have had fodder units for that battle, but I don't really know what that's gonna do us. I think Morel's gonna play a crucial part of this coming battle. We have a lot of speed items. Now, there's gonna be some cheeky stuff here. Now, obviously, we don't have a blind spell or anything like that, but this could have something. Hell, we even have Slayer. Could do a lot here. We would need to create a situation where we could bait the dragons into doing something. Where they would want to be in a specific kind of situation. Well, the morale is also gonna backfire on us. Do wonder about some of the terrain in these areas, if that could be relevant. But this is something I remember also looking at and being confused, because it doesn't... They'll just like fly between it. This area right here does look like it could be could maybe something. Really don't have that much damage, but then again, sharpshooters do have a outrageous. Plus, we have a lot of spells. We could probably cast the yeah, that thing. How do we deal with that though? We don't have the sharpshooter bow. More sharpshooter battles. Yeah, well, we're gonna lose this guy on the fucking first turns. I don't know if we're gonna have that many of them. With the morale on, there's probably... They gave us the spirit of oppression. So, maybe I'm missing something here. There's gotta be some peculiar thing that LZ has discovered about them not wanting to hit each other. But I think the biggest... There's multiple things here. You know, we don't have the sharpshooter bow. And we don't have like a way... Like, I could imagine a scenario here where we could get some of these dragons to overlap and then like take advantage of morale to basically outrate them and then just run, you know, back and forth to get a shot off, which could maybe just be enough. Actually, I think with the Dragon Slayer on, that probably would be enough damage, especially since we already just by a default. It's not a lot of damage. The morale makes it a little iffy though, to do it like that. A lot of things here that's iffy. Get to 1, 2. How do you do it with the morale though? The pixies are gonna die. Which means we also would have like one less unit for the battles to come. Then again, those dragons could just be like one giant like red herring. And it could also just be we need to just win this with that. Yeah, how are we gonna kill those dragons? Yeah, I mean that's what we gotta find out. I need to examine some things and speculate. Like, let me just right now I want to check up on the, oh, what the hell? Oh, it went away. Like on the movement grid here again. Like, we were able to... Because we're missing. I feel like the Oasis is missing out of this. But it looks like such an impossible battle to do. Which means that's exactly what we need to do. There's also the gold piles here, but those could just be distractions. But they seem awfully convenient, so that's what we're doing. But we'll only be able to get here, and then we'll get stuck. Curious. So, let's just see like what would this actually look like in terms of movement. Say we did this, which obviously also gives us a bunch of things. Level ups. Titan's Gladius. That's a mighty, mighty weapon. Which would probably make the other battle that we're about to face a bit more manageable. Sorcia's a big fucking unit, holy crap. Hey Citrus, how you doing? So, we get to here, and that's gonna be lovely. Have a lot of damage. Not quite enough to one-shot them. It's literally off by like 2 damage. That doesn't seem quite right. Like, we could put on another thing, but like, what? Like, we end up in this spot here, and what exactly is the point? Oh, we have the morale on. We don't have nearly enough defense to be taking this kind of hits. Starting to have regrets on this map? I should have had regrets a long time ago. A little square hole. The thing is that this does look more doable like this, in a weird way. There's definitely something about this location right here, because now it creates a little bit of a gap. But it's only like 2 here. Problem is we don't even have morale. Like, we have 0 morale, so it would not be a question of that. Like, we could get to a point of one-shotting them, but what exactly does that do for us? Okay, between the morale is not helping us right now. But this does seem like this is how it's supposed to go. Like, I can see the number crunching making sense now, even if it's a little awkward to say the least. Like, the level ups make sense. Like, we are gonna be only with Cavaliers. I actually completely forgot that we could just go straight onto the stables. But that would take a little bit more time. Swordsman. What if 2 of these with Swordsman? That might take a little bit too much time, though. That could be another bait to go that way. So say we get here, we win that battle. We get to the Pandora's box. And then we're off by 2 squares to get there. With a gold piece. Which doesn't leave us with anything but that. That's weird. This doesn't seem right. Like, why are the choices here? What am I supposed to get from that? They were bickering. The monks were bickering about the choices. It could literally be that LT has managed to create alternating choices. But it seems weird that to be the case. Also, if we're going to the sanctuary, we are spending a lot of time there. This gate won't open without it. God, I have no idea how we're gonna beat those elements either. Like, we're off by squares here between like what we're supposed to be doing. But in terms of what like produces the best results, like going here obviously makes sense. I wonder how much the resources are doing to hinder our progress. It's just that going here to do this thing. Like, the hero will die, just as planned, but then the other gate doesn't open. And we will never have, like, an opportunity to actually get there. And this seems wrong. Everything about that seems wrong. It seems like an obvious trap. Like, it's not supposed to do that. So we probably do need to go to the other sanctuary. It may be... There was actually only like 2 squares, now that I think about it. It was only 2 squares, so it could literally be that we need to ignore these 2 patches in order to be able to pick up the Pandora's box and this to then, like, still make it here. Although, we need to open up this. How curious. Could be quite a few imperfections of movement. Hell, even stepping on that Garden of Revelation means we're going off patch into this. So it could be like, these stupid trees, yeah, also like really doing a lot of hindrance. Could be skip that in order to just be able to go down. I mean, the difference between like this to that is not very big. Curious if that guy then just... What if they go through for the resources then? Like, I'm kind of a little bit weirded out with that. Like, we go here, like you'll pick all of that up and then just go through the gate into God knows where. So much to figure out. Like, we already kind of had the resources for Kurbet by just going through this little patch. We didn't need to pick that up. So it could just be that that's enough. Let's test out Kurbet's pathway for good measure. I don't know how much stuff he's supposed to get or not get. Like, he could get all of this if he really wanted to. So many choices. I'm gonna guess he needs all of them. Which feels weird, but... such is. Okay. We're gonna... Oh, I didn't pick up the stat that was up there. I'm gonna assume that there isn't too many traps on this map. I don't know. We're looking to turn it together. Disappointingly. Tent. The arena to get that. Into aces. We just barely have enough to pick these things up. I'm gonna have to calculate all the pathways. So we go here. Oh, I didn't even split anything up. I probably need that. What do we? We don't have a lot of spells. This guy is blocked between some things. God, there's no sounds because they're just moving so fast. That is definitely not a good thing. Imagine only to realize Kirby has no need for wisdom. Yeah, that's probably gonna be a thing. This guy moved too much. God, everything on this map is just such a meticulous calculation. Oh, what is up with my saves? Everything is so scuffed. I hate it. On the flip side, you might need to pace his university lesson so he can max out some skills more reliably. Yeah, that's the thing. I have no fucking clue. Because the map doesn't necessarily give me the answers to that. That's part of like the process today. It's honestly just trying to get like an overview of this. Because I'm probably gonna redo some things as we figure out more stuff. So, probably want the sellers to be split. Did I pick up the... we run this through auto? That's impressive. Did I forget tactics last time? Oh god, they didn't wait. They didn't wait! He only has like one turn. He doesn't get morale. This battle suddenly doesn't even... but the problem is there's 2 hits here. Much. I feel like I need to hit with more than that, you know? Actually almost doesn't even look that bad suddenly. I'm curious. We did not get a good hit ratio out on that. Like, he moved between the 10, 7... Okay. Bum 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 bum. Wait, are they even no, they can't do enough damage. I don't think so. The problem is they're not gonna kill it that way. Before they would wait, now we don't even have any opportunity to wait, so why exactly are they doing that? The weakness is not gonna do shit. Wait, that... That seems pretty simple, suddenly. Like, he just goes and kills here. And, we just stuff these 2 between it? We just... well, I mean, this guy just... We just hit like that? Wait, where's the last guy? That was pretty simple! That was the most simple battle. We did it, boys! We won one battle. GG. Thank you all for watching. No. I don't like how easy that battle was. Because that makes me feel like maybe I've done something I'm not supposed to be doing. Like, did we pick up on too much stats here? Maybe it's just one giant, like, bait. I don't know. And what about the resources here? Like, we have castles to build, but it's very weird not knowing, like, be going for one thing or the other. There might just be RNG now between the levels. What are we even supposed to be picking here? Tactics or God? I'm confused. There could be a variety of things. Well, we're supposed to go here to get more of that. I might have already fucked up, because I think we're supposed to reach, like... I swear, why is the saving being such a dick? Who knows? So that is an oasis, so we would need to... There's definitely gonna be some... Dude. I don't know where the saves are being this way. Well, I'll figure that out later. So we have some angel boys. Magical energies. Probably gonna be running out of squares very soon. What in the hell is this? We have 12. Did I even use mana in that last battle? We suddenly have that. Wait, there was still like something that didn't happen here? Oh, that's not good. 52? It's the same as before. Yeah, why is the angel evil and fighting us? I don't know. Something weird is happening here. Let's look at this again. What could possibly be a facet here? He moved forward. So I think the more I move... But we only have one spell power. Not nearly enough damage. No morale to do anything. I do not understand that. It's a looks. That's a weird ass battle. What in the world is that supposed to do? Well, we only have one spell power. Wait, hold on. We actually forgot it. We actually forgot it, didn't we? I should have had that. I did not pick up on the star axis. That's what went wrong. So we got here. That kind of leaves us with even less movement though, which is a little iffy. So we get in here. Gets that. Too much saving. So, boom, 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 10. There's a lot of things to pick up on. Oh, we already... Oh. Already done this battle. It's not that difficult. This really feels weird.
I'm the baddest, boldest motherfucker with a mustache that you will ever see.
So, is the tactics even... The tactics has no point. Because, we're gonna be off on squares here. Like, we're actually gonna lose the turn right here. What did we waste time on? Went for the stables. What are we not allowed to pick up on, I wonder? Because our turn is suddenly going to be ending here. Now, is that actually a problem? I don't know. I guess it would ultimately boil down to, because I mean, you're still only going to get the extra based on, you know, attacking units, and there's like the fears. I don't know if there's a deadline on some of these. Maybe we can check that out real quick. I can never remember that fucking password. Okay, let's check that out real quick. So we have some of this stuff here. There's a Sears. There's no time on that. We're probably not fighting this. There's something going on here. Logistical art? Logistics would probably be nice to get. If we're missing out on that, then we're 100% missing out on movement. There's so much stuff in the way. Let's see, 4 days. So it's not like there's big timers on right now. Like, we need to get to this castle on 5, which isn't even that far away. It doesn't even have a deadline on that. I'm so confused about that. But it does speak bad that we are not getting the logistics. Like, are we supposed to skip some things? Like, now we have the speed thing, which is great. There's no healing here that's gonna matter. How are we even going to do enough damage? Because it's not like his damage is gonna go down. I guess we can put weakness on him. You should have 45. That's 45. That's not enough. Probably would want to dance around him a little bit more than that. God, did it actually save it for once? I feel like we're gonna have to skip some things to make up for all the lost time. There's maybe also a question of, do we just need to go like this? But we don't reach anything with that pathway. I went back to that again, so it's probably following a straight arrow of something. So, say we went in here. Slow him down. You know what? We can probably create a scenario where like this, where we get a straight arrow on. Now, that's still not enough damage. That's not enough damage. And how much variation can there really be? Like, obviously, that's... There's no way to reduce that. Like, we're still in this round. We don't get less. Not playing Wake of the Gods where we can just heal things up. Like, this spot definitely does seem like something is going on. Maybe it's just another dance. Oh, god damn it. Oh, we didn't slow again. That doesn't make any sense. He's not gonna wait in most any situation. If he goes here, there isn't really that much to hide from. There's no way to... Need the third shot in somehow. This is definitely doable, and I sure as fuck don't know how. At least yet. There's no... It is just a question of getting the third hit in somehow. So we just need to stretch the length of whatever is happening here. That can probably be done. I still need to find the correct pathway. This now, again, like we're looking at this and it's like, how much movement do we... That's a big fucking chest. That's a big fucking chest, but the problem is... Wait, can we just manage it here? No, we're gonna be one square off here. This also looks awful. I kind of feel like... Oh, God. No, this is not right. Wait, he hit through it. Right. You would need to move like a square more. But then you're not safe through that location. Probably not safe either way. I mean, we can lock up a bunch of locations here and here. Like with the individual, they would only be able to hit through 2 of these slots here. Yeah, put them somewhere in the middle, whittle them down, and then just heal with the first 8-10. Still some pretty big hits from the Cerberus, but this doesn't look that impossible. I'm pretty sure if we get our movements, if we get all our movements correct between this, in terms of what we can pick and not pick, we'd be able to get to this one again, and this one, which is gonna allow us to just basically go through the whole sequence. It does seem like we need to return to the stable to upgrade those guys. It can literally be between when or not we get to level up or not. That one right here might just be a trap because we get so much from the chest itself. Why the hell is the whole thing here just being like an angel? So... Oh. What kind of mistakes did we or did we not make? First aid is probably mandatory. Unless it isn't. Is there any point in the weakness? Oh. I am starting to wonder. I think the university is a bait. I think the university is a bait. And that is probably also why this battle here was as easy as it is. Because we likely need the weakness up. But then we don't get the armor. But that's only 5% reduction. But if we were to level up our water magic, we would get a much stronger weakness, which... Is that enough to survive the hit of the angel? Gosh damn it, that's really hard to say. Because the first 8 is not going to help us in that other battle. Then again, there could be choices to be made. But, go here. Same problem as before. Oh. But if we skip like 1 or 2 things, like skipping this in order to just get this, you would get like... You would get all of the XP and then some. Like the first 18, you know, it only does so much when you have units that are this low. Like, I'm pretty sure it's probably the same. But being able to control it in that battle is pretty rough though, but still. Yeah, no, something definitely seems off, but with this right here, advanced water magic. Now I'm confused again. Now we get the water magic here. Are we supposed to do that or not? Fuck if I know. Then like, now what? Now we get over here. And so, Swan Poon. There's a Swan Poon we could end on? That doesn't tell me much. I'm even more confused going into this as I was before. Then again, I have multiple days to do this, so it's not necessarily bad. Do we have choices? Or is it illusions of choices? Very hard to figure out. Could just skip some days, because this guy is... He's on a deadline to get there, but we don't really know if the deadline is that hard-pressed. Could be in between some things. I am curious about the logistics of that. If we should be prioritizing that. Might be get stuck on some other things, but the logistics is pretty strong. I'm gonna have to try out some things. Like switching between that. You could go immediately and get the logistics there. And I'm curious what that would entail for us. If we were to just go there immediately. Well, now Sorsha hasn't done anything. We'll test that. We'll do that off the grid. Because the logistics is pretty important, I would say. But yeah, that still leaves us with some resources here. Like we could build a guardhouse or 2. Yeah, this fort is not being made unless I'm building something else. There's so many pieces. Doesn't feel like that there's that much, but there actually is quite a bit of stuff to manage here. Actually don't know. Wait, is the speed gonna matter in that thing? Didn't we have tactics? We do have tactics, so the movement probably doesn't matter that much. We have the griffin here, so that's probably what it is. I wonder if we need the blacksmith or not. So we need some fodder units. And I guess we can just go with that. For the castle assault. Let's see if I can do that. At least. We'll figure out Cupids pathway later. Then again, I need to have Sorcious route figured out as well. He goes for the thing. Does he actually go on that side? Curious. Bum, bum, bum. Can't decide where any of these guys are like positionated. So we need to kind of Spirit of Oppression doesn't really help us here that much. Need to try and get the pit lords down if possible. Losing that guy is kind of nasty. Could be better. That's obviously bad. Well, at least the double guy managed to get there now. I don't really know if that's better though. Not both of these just managed to get down. That's way worse. Probably can't get all of the pit lords down, but we'll probably shoot him down with the marksman? Question mark? That's a nasty hit. Somehow we didn't even get that. Oh wait, why didn't I just kill him with the other guy? That doesn't make any sense. Wow, you should have moved immediately. Well, we got that guy down, but is that enough damage? It might be enough damage. I'm not sure. Alright. It's time for this. This nonsense. So, this was one of the battles I did poke around a little bit with. So I might have a game plan for this. Seems like one of those classic, we gotta get his catapult down. But he has insane stats and we have nothing. So the marksmen are not gonna do it. We're gonna need to have our crusaders come out of the castle. The problem is, we don't have... actually, we're supposed to have 0 spells. Not that our spells are gonna do anything, we only have bliss. We don't have speed preference at all. Like, we just have the marksman that can shoot in the side. So both the crystal dragons and these are gonna absolutely just run us over. But instead of trying to, you know, wiggle out and lose half of our armies in the process, which is probably not necessary, I was trying to do some weird wiggly outside here. I think what we instead need to do is actually bring the army inside, which is why we need to get the pit lords down, so there's less of them. So we're gonna invite him inside of our stronghold, because he has a lot of 2 grid units that don't easily pass out the door, or rather inside anywhere. So we just need to make sure that our units can actually escape in time. Although, does the drawbridge, this only opens it, I believe? I believe. I haven't tested this out. So we're gonna have to figure that out as we go. Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, he puts on fucking, you know, air shield just for good measure. He didn't die? Well, he's probably gonna die in the next hit. Okay. Oh, the walls went. We can't do that. God, I hate how this got positioned. We don't have seated Donjon, do we? Okay, good. No morale, there's no trickery with that. There's absolutely no way the marksman gets that down in time. Okay. So now there's the question of how do we get them to move? It fucking took the corner out again? I swear. Maybe that's actually wrong because they don't move in relation to that. This can't do. Also, problem here is the drawbridge doesn't actually close after this. This idea might not actually work. Because the drawbridge needs to actually then go up again. So how do we invite them in without that being the thing? Well, the DPS is not the problem. I think it is just a question of numbers where we can just auto-combat it. But we need the catapult to go down. The problem is that you need the Crusaders to actually hit the catapult. But if they're going outside, they're not coming inside. And it's... I have been able to hit the catapult with the Crusader, but it's not enough to one-shot it. So I honestly think the answer is to get them inside. But we need a way to close the door afterwards. So, like, somehow get them here. How could we do that, actually, I wonder? What if the answer is... There could be some weird mechanics around... I mean, drawbridge is already weird. Like, if something dies here, hell, even there, then the drawbridge cannot go out. So, what's exactly happening? What's happening here? What are we actually doing? Hey, I'm pouting when I do something that allows you streaming. I don't know how long I will be streaming for though. Okay, let's think about this for a second. So, I think if something dies here, it's not open. But this right here would close it. This right here also closes it. So somehow we need to get drawbridge open in a way that actually invites them to come in, but allows them to get in. Don't know Pokemon you're using. Alright. Um... Like, say we could stop them, like... We can't resurrect is the problem. If anything dies here, the drawbridge is gonna stay open. God, I thought I had it with that thing, but apparently the drawbridge does not close after that fact, which is unfortunate. Which might have to take us to plan A again, which is not good. I don't like plan A. Which is to get the Crusaders out to hit the fucking catapult. Because that seems like a one-way trip. He ain't coming back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's never getting back. There's not enough fodder units here. I like the idea of the... I like the idea of the castle more. Another facet could be to try and get him to hit the drawbridge in the first turn. But that seems... That seems pretty bad, if that's the case. And he doesn't even have a good catapult, so that would just be really hard to just get to happen. In general. About that. I like my other idea better. Oh, but let's think about this for a second. Maybe I'm approaching this battle the wrong way. It could be I need the speed after all. So maybe we need to keep the spicy boy alive after all. Sure is fast though. That could be a problem. I don't know what the whole idea of the thing about that is though. Might be even more units to have to deal with. Just ignore him then? And don't try and deal with him? I can probably deal with that. Oh, I didn't get to reach him now. Well, now there's even more units here, which could be a little bit problematic. But let's just take a look at this real quick. So, that's a fast guy, and he's going to hit like a truck. If we open up the gate, like where is he going to attack from? He's probably going to... well, we need to examine this. We need to see like what is the parameters. He could want to go for a variety of ways. Problem is he moves like by default. That is not faster. There's no way to secure like an entrance there. Because we don't have anything that's faster unless we split up the stacks that way. To say like maybe a 2-stack of Royal Griffins. For him to attack there. Hmm. So say we go like this. Create some hit priorities. No, we definitely need to make sure he doesn't die. At least if he's part of the thing we need to prioritize. We'll just do some damage on that. Doesn't really matter. Yep. So I could save after that. Okay. Get here. Now what? Now we need... Like, we're gonna send that here. We're gonna open up the drawbridge. Wait. Where did his spicy boy go? Did he drop it off? Fuck! I didn't kill it. Did he seriously drop it up on that fucking garrison? There's no way. That's actually probably what he did. That ruined my idea. Like, of course it's gonna go there, but what in the world does that do? Nothing. Seriously, drop that thing off? Wait. No, something's not quite right. What the fuck happened? Maybe I don't get it. We'll just do this one more time. I don't know what happened to it. Okay. Maybe he lost it after all or something. There's like a script or something for him to be attacked. He comes to attack, then what? Okay, Spicy Boy is here. Something... Okay. Well, at least that's... operating? I don't know what the fuck happened. Oh, I didn't actually do the split. I didn't do the split. Fuck. Then it won't work. One with 2, one with 3. One more time. What if this is unwinnable? Yeah. But it is. It is winnable. That would be kind of funny if someone were to actually do that. intentionally design a map to be unwinnable, but in a way that is perceived like it's still actually winnable. Ah, that's where he died last time. Difficulty of keeping the enemy units alive. Isn't that just lovely? You attack that now. Preferred if you didn't do that. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Why is he suddenly starting to suicide? I don't even need to do that much damage on the fucking thing. He's just... Stop killing yourself! Oh my god. I don't even know how much damage I need to deal on that thing, but I kinda need to deal some damage. Because otherwise I'll be in trouble. God damn it. Dude, he's literally killing himself. Why? I've done this like multiple times before. It wasn't an issue, and now it's an issue. Why? Why is that? Can't be too greedy, apparently. Okay, so he finally attacked one that was already weakened. I mean, now I'm only killing 4, and that's a little iffy. That is indeed a little iffy. I wish I could save now. Okay, let's try this out. Put this, and then... This is as far as I thought. I didn't really think this through beyond this. And I'm gonna be losing a bunch of fodder units in the process? So... What's the plan here again? Maybe the plan is that the Griffin can actually survive the hit. Which, I don't know how much damage... How much damage is that doing? Shit, I don't know. We didn't calculate this out. Which is great. So, like, he can survive a hit. Question mark. Like, he's gonna block the way, but he's gonna keep the gate open? What exactly is my plan here? I think I'm just throwing shit along the wind right now. Shooting on that. So he goes in and he just kills it. 77. That is a few. So that's at least 4 in order to survive. So he goes... He blocks the gateway, which does... What does this do for us? Pit Lord could reanimate something, but that doesn't matter. I don't think so. Like, what would be the point of having a demon on the inside? Like, we could kill the... Like, say we could kill that. Say we were to kill that. We killed that, but that doesn't... It doesn't matter. He's still gonna move inside. We could have had like a priority of something. None of that really matters. So we can have one demon that can go suicide into something. Because he sure as fuck will die to most anything. How much damage did it do? The demons did 38 damage. That is still enough damage to kill quite a few units. They won't really be able to stay through that. And we still need to move out. Ooh. I might have to go back to the other plan I had in mind about like paving like a pathway. But there's too many units out here. There's something about those Ifritis being alive that is giving me... Like, why are they there? Just to die? Same thing. I mean, the Pit Lords have 10, so they can actually deal damage, and they squeeze in between it. Like, it's so much opportunity for there to be red herrings, where on one hand it's like, oh, you just gotta kill them so you don't have the one slot unit to go between lines, and you can manipulate that. On the other hand, it could just be like a huge fucking distraction. You actually need them for the combat. But we don't have any healing. There's no first aid. There's no special spells. There's just the units that are here. And we need to make more out of that. The idea of getting them inside would work. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it would work. If they could get inside, we could kill them. No problem. This catapult would fall immediately. We could just have a single slot unit block them, and then just auto-combat to kill all of them. But we can't reliably keep the drawbridge open. It falls, and then it doesn't go up again. Trying to get them through the moat is absolutely not viable either, even if we somehow manage to. There'd be too many units, too many obstacles. And it wouldn't be permanent. The damage on the catapult is not significant. This is more than 10... This is more than 10 hits. He does have a bad catapult, so he's not going to break it immediately. But this is just not dying that. Like, you need to hit with something bigger, which requires an interference between those two groups. Damn it, I thought I had this, but frustrating. Very frustrating. In between the things, one way or the other, could be a variety of stuff. So many fast units. Like, this battle will also give a lot of XP, but the thing is, she has minus experience, so that's going to interfere with her leveling up as well, which is kind of curious. Question is, how the frick do we, There's gotta be something to do with that drawbridge. Something about that goddamn drawbridge. They are also... You know what? There are weird interactions between the drawbridge when the walls start to take damage, and especially if someone is sitting on it, where you can start to be able to like move outside like the thing itself. Something about this interaction is going to have an effect, but I don't know. I don't know how. I need to get back to the original idea, get the Ifritis out. Could be the some more interactions between some of the areas around there. Padawan? Crusaders? I mean, I guess with Sorsha, the fucking catapult is gonna be mighty powerful. Alright, I think I'm done with this map for today. We got some good introduction to it. I still have some battles to go through. I think Colbert's pathway, I can definitely see myself doing a bunch of these things. But the biggest obstacle is gonna be fucking Sorcious. I need to figure out the weird dragon battle here. After that, I feel like it doesn't look that bad. Question mark? That's a lot of Cavaliers that are up there. How many Cavaliers are we gonna get? I still need to figure out the goddamn firewall thing. Where did that hero go? The one that went through the portal. I have no clue. Ah, okay. Let's not spoil ourselves too much. Anyways, we'll be back with this map. And maybe next time we'll actually make it to day 2. Anyways, this is it for today. Thank you all for watching.